Hey guys, happy Father's Day. I thought I'd make a quick video, guys. I was wondering about these 460 heads, the ones that I posted the other day that was on my engine. And if I can turn the camera here, they got me curious. I wasn't even gonna bother with these things, but I really like the exhaust port on these things. But well, I wanted to ask you guys. I gotta ask you a question. I'm always telling you guys stuff, and I want to ask you guys something. Have you ever noticed whenever you're trying to do something, there's always a fly flying around your head? Why is that? Or if you spray paint something, there's a bug flies in it. Why is that? These are questions that make you say, When you're saying it all, you say, I don't understand that. But anyway, guys, I'm going to take the valve springs off of this 460 head. The other day I put stuff on, played it back. You guys couldn't even see what I was doing. I didn't know where the camera was located on the phone, and I gotta apologize constantly for my crappy videos. I'm sorry, fellas. I'm just gonna try to do better. All I can do is apologize. But if I can put this somewhere, I was gonna try to at least show you guys this the spring tool. There's other different spring tools that you can use. There's one. Let me see. I might as well show you guys what I have it on here. People like different tools to take these valve springs out with. And some work better. You'll have one that will work good on this head, and you'll have another that won't work good on another head. I did a video showing how you have different valve tools. Big different fellas, right? This spring compressor to this spring compressor. You know. So I just give you guys an idea what you deal with when you do this kind of work. This, right? To that. So, for some guys that don't know this stuff, that's why I do these things. Guys that know this stuff, they say, look at that idiot. And they're right, look at that idiot. That's beside the point, fellas. But what I'm going to try to do, fellas, one-handedly, look, I don't think I can do it one-handedly. I was trying to film this for you guys to try to get these valve springs out, give that a quick tap, and then I want to see what these heads consist of. So what I'm going to do, fellas, is hoping you'll be able to see something here. I got to set the phone down, where hopefully it won't fall over on me. Hopefully you'll be able to see. Bear with me, guys. I'm trying. If you fall over, I'm going to get mad at me. But what you have to do when you do this, guys, wow, fellas, for anybody that wouldn't know, these springs, I've never had them this week in my life. I've never seen a valve spring this week, and you wonder why you would throw something like this here on an engine, or just run it stock and then say, hey, the thing didn't, it should run 13s. Why is it only running 15s? Most of the time, that's the reason being, it would be your springs when you use an older vehicle and you don't change anything. I don't know how I got away with stuff back when I was young and had it run decent, because I didn't know this stuff back when I was younger. But anyway, one little keeper. Oh, and I might as well tell you guys one of my little secrets before I started this video is I use my Mr. Oil on these. Just thought I'd let you know. To loosen it up, No, mainly because I like how it smells. No, I use it to help pre-treat these. I put it in an old spray bottle. That's what's in here, my old True Red Mystery Oil. They should pay me for that, huh, fellas? Think they should pay me for putting their product out there? But anyway, guys, I want to see what these pores consist of here. And very old valve spring. Retainer. Pretty light, really, I'm surprised. And I'm going to put that right here in this tissue so they don't get lost on me. And what I did, fellas, anybody that's never disassembled a head before, you have to put something under it to hold the valve up in there while you're beating it down. So let's see who's surprised here. Me, you, there's the valve. And guys, here's another thing people don't really take into consideration when they have old engines. If you were just to clean this up right here, between all these valves, taking a stab at it, you're talking probably 5 to 10 horsepower. By the time you get all this gunk off that rig, because they can't breathe past that, just that alone. People don't even talk about that. That's why additives, they say help, and some people say, you don't pick up putting additives in. It's not the additive helping, it's burning this stuff clean. Stuff like Mystery Oil. Seafoam works. Does it do it exactly what it's supposed to? No. When you have something as hot as the head gets inside, there's nothing going to cut all that stuff off, but it's really don't hurt it. But anyway, I'm anxious to see what kind of port this has in it. Bear with me, fellas. 63 years old and almost 80 pounds here. But I'm going to tell you what, guys. I got to stand this up. I got to show you guys this. If I can get it to show up. It's like I was saying, the dove heads have a lot more to do. I don't know if I can show you guys this or not. If it will show up. These ports, the exhaust port, hang on, guys, I'm trying to get this in here where you can see. The exhaust port is better than the dove port. It needs less work. I'll tell you what, it makes me just want to go ahead and mill these things down, and whatever compression I wind up with, this would be a lot easier to do like a standard build, and especially around the combustion chambers right here. They're actually not bad. This is for a factory thing, the machining rig that I talk about to you all the time, fellas. Look at this. This is better. This is better than most Ford stuff I've ever seen. I'm surprised. This is like an 87. I'm not sure of the year, but that should be marked on here somewhere. There it is. I wasn't sure where it was marked on here, fellas, but these numbers right here, that's the code. It says E7T, and that looks like F. I'm not worried about the rest of them here. I worry about that. The E means 80s, the 7 means 7. 1987, fellas. So, I just thought I'd show you guys just because I've seen the older stuff. I've never played with the late model stuff because they always said it was garbage. They said it's not to waste your time with it. You don't want to listen to everybody all the time. I got to find out if there's because the intakes don't. Maybe the main reason is probably because of the machine work you have to do in here to run adjustable rockers and everything. But to me, you're going to spend it one place or another. And open chamber head with compression in it will make good power. I mean, it depends how technical you want to get as far as the quench on a smaller CC of a head, with the Dove. I don't know if it makes that great big a difference or not as far as that goes. That mainly is how much compression you have. But when you think about it, most engines, if you do an engine up for performance on the street, most of the time they push a little bit more now than they did, but most of the time it's going to be 9.5 to 10.5 to 1 compression on an average basis. Unless you're really pushing a performance street strip thing, then it'll be up to 11, 12, depending if you want to put racing fuel and stuff in. And one of the things I forgot to mention, fellas, in my videos is, like, I was talking about the tools I use a few times, like this thing here. When you use these stones, fellas, if you're porting heads, always remember they change shape. So make sure you're using a stone on something that isn't going to be messing it up, like where you're trying to keep something consistent. You have to keep your eye on this. Like, you don't want it to be where you put it in one chamber and then it starts, like, this has already changed shape. This was round. So you don't want to go back in somewhere where you're trying to stay on a round circle and then have it do this without you thinking about it, and it gets smaller and smaller. So you want to get a bunch of these. If you're doing, like, using a stone for chambers, buy double or triple what you think you need, because I'm going to tell you, you're always going to need that. The same with the sanding rolls. Don't go to Harbor Freight and buy one pack. If you think you're going to use one pack, you're not. You're gonna wind up using a bunch more. I used to buy the better sanding rolls from Jags, and then last time I bought them, they were small, and you used to be able to cut them back and use them over and over and keep unwinding them. But the last time I wasn't happy with that kit that I bought, so I just go to Harbor Freight and I just bite the bullet. They're like $22 to $25, depending whatever price they put them at the time. But get a whole box of them. But anyway, fellas, I just thought I'd run this stuff by you real quick. I just happened to be doing this and said, let me put it out there so you guys can maybe see what I wanted to see. I was interested in wondering myself, so I thought you guys might be interested too. And actually, I was showing you guys the number, and it was right in front of my face if I could see. It's right up here. The valve cover would be here. So the head number, for anybody that needed to know, would be facing them right on the side of the exhaust side. The numbers for anybody that would be looking for that number. It's right between the two head bolts. So anybody that would need to look for a number on a head, that's where we'd be out on a 460 in the 80s. Alright guys, well look, I guess I run this stuff by you, and I just trying to give you information like I'd want to know it. That's why I did this video real quick, fellas. But anyway, happy Father's Day once more, and have a good day, fellas. Take care.